Good to have you here on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel today, coming to you live from the Village Green in Randwick, the facilities of UNSW. This is Football New South Wales League 1 action between the Union New South Wales and the Southern District Raiders. Just kicked off here for about 3.5 minutes in. Now apologies for the radio silence at the start. There were some technical difficulties getting set up, but we're finally underway, which is great to hear and see, to call you all the footballing action from around New South Wales today as this ball comes forward from the Rangers, which is collected bravely by the man between the sticks. An easy collection to start this game. Fiery the first opening minutes as well, as we were trying to set up. Both sides looking to get physical early on as this ball is played over the top. Once again, the long ball proving the option for the away side so far, trying to get those diagonal runs, but UNSW are working well. They return fire themselves and try to play the ball a little bit further upfield, and then again it's pinged back. So a little bit of aerial ping pong to start off here. Eventually both these sides will probably settle in to their rhythm. We'll get those starting lineups to you as well now. Both sides playing almost at full strength. Referee looks that play on, and UNSW can break forward. Counter-attack is on. It's a nicely weighted ball. It's brought down a little too heavy, though. And that could have been a great start for the home side, who have got a good crowd out here today watching them. It's a nice Saturday evening, actually. It was looking like it was going to be a relatively chilly evening, but it's warmed up a little bit, which means that the home crowd are out in force. UNSW on the ball now, losing out. Advantage is played momentarily for the Raiders. Now they look to break. Let's go down the far side, looking to take advantage. Of course, this is the match of the round for this game. We don't get to call all of these fixtures, so this is the one that's been picked for you today, and it's going to be an absolute cracker. UNSW look to break again. We'll get those team lists to you shortly, as this one's pinged diagonally. There's a momentary slip by the Raiders keeper, but he's not punished for it, and he's allowed to recover. He is, of course, in goals today, Michael Figuera. Cooper Hannigan is in 4. Michael Marisic is in number 7. Hale, I should say, excuse me. 8 is James Letter, the captain. As more cries out, go for a free kick from the Raiders. It doesn't come. Number 10 is Jairo Tone Fernandez. 12 is Lachlan McGrath. 14 is Noah Chianese. 18 is Charlie Ragg. 19 Riley Cox-Barlow. 21 Sebastian Malfara. And 42 is Lachlan Everett, as a free kick is given here for the Raiders in an attacking position. The away side's bench is Ryoma Takagi, Yuto Sugura, Matthew Lee in 15. Andrew Parkin is the reserve keeper. Jonathan Sebhatu is 22, and Luka Nezovic is the final player on the bench in jersey 99. We'll get the home side for you as well. Charles Samu Shonga is in goals, and he's going to have to deal with a potential threat right now. Emilio Vinci is 3, 5 is Claudio Fabiano, 8 is Joseph White, 6 is Joseph White, 7 Thomas Quilligan, 10 is Nathan Roberts, 11 is Jack Fulton, 13 Sean Woods, 15 Corby Flower, 18 Connor Quilliganks, and 20 is Liam Wood. As this free kick now comes in towards the near post, and it's easily kept by Samu Shonga, who didn't have much to do on that occasion. The ball through there by, I believe it to be Fernandez there, not particularly challenging. I think a free kick is going to be given there. It was a rather rough challenge from Fernandez. Referee's obviously not letting that one go. It is, like I said, a highly anticipated clash, match of the round, third versus fourth. Either side here can go into third position or stay in third position if they win. These probably won't catch either the Northern Tigers or the Bulls Academy, who are up in first and second respectively. So a bit of a ball forward. It's picked up nicely there by Fernandez. Nice to play it a bit further forward, and that's a bit of a hospital pass, which Samu Shonga has to deal with, and he does so emphatically with the clearance, and now it's the home side's time to counter. As the game is very back and forth, that's a nicely weighted ball, and it's just fumbled over towards the back post by the keeper, but he's fortunate that no one in a yellow shirt was looking to capitalise on his mistake. Advantage played again here by the referee, and then eventually comes back for it. They're going to have another free kick in this position that they had only moments ago. Fernandez to take once again. It's better weighted, it's nicely into the middle, it's in the mixer, it's around the penalty box, it's anybody's, and eventually it's a yellow shirt just heaving it away, falls kindly for a long range effort by Connor Quilliganks, but it was a little bit audacious, one might say, from that range, and Samu Shonga, by any stretch of the imagination, but the West side won't mind it. Starting to fashion some opportunities. Nicely one there by Fulton. He's starting up top today. He's headed down there, doesn't find a compatriot, and now Fernandez looks to break forward. Lovely little chink inside, and he's clearly going to get the free kick again here. And the referee's had no choice here but to brand. Our first card is brandished. Liam Wood. And again, the away side will have an opportunity to try their luck from the set piece. Here it comes now by Fernandez, who goes himself, but again, Samu Shonga is safe at the back with his hands. It's Fulton trying to play it forward into the 18-yard box, but it's well picked out by the Raiders defence, and they look to counter again. That pass will probably be a little too heavy, one might think. It was initially well kicked in there by the right winger. But he didn't have a chance. It was actually is Fulton now. Lays it off to his teammate Woods, but he has to retreat only momentarily. Here's Fulton. Of infighting here from the home side to start with. They're not happy with maybe the tempo that they're playing at. A few errant passes going astray. You would say in the opening 15 minutes it has really been the away side that has asked more of the question so far. Looked more promising moving forward, that's for sure. It hasn't quite clicked yet for the home side, which has seen an variety of colourful choice language from certain players. Hopefully our microphones aren't picking it up. And the shoulder goes long to Fulton, who brings it down well. Switching ball here to Woods. But he's well covered at the back there by Charlie Ragg. They give it away here, the away side. And there's an opening for UNSW, but well tracked by the midfield contingent of the Summer District Raiders. Long ball forward here is kept in well. Kianazi ends up forcing the corner for the Summer District Raiders.
Here comes that from Fernandez. Punched away from Shamasonga. Back out to Fernandez. That's a go from range again. And now the home side looks to counter, but themselves in a bit of a muddle. They just have to play long and hope, and it didn't work out. And Mahil Martic takes the throw and gets things back underway. Vieira leaving it to the very last second. Long ball forward is nicely weighted, and Fernandez got on the end of it. He probably had a bit more time. Shamusonga had not come to collect the ball. He might have even had a chance to bring it down on the volley. Went for the header instead. Didn't work out. Now UNSW get themselves a corner. Can they challenge, raise the fence, they go all the way to the back post? A little bit too far back. It would have been a fantastic header that to come off. What a ball that is from Figueira. And then brilliantly brought back in from Malfarra. Rag dinks it towards Chianese. It comes to Fernandez from range, but hooks it. And he doesn't get the ball on target. Another heavy collision results in another free kick. There's been quite a lot of those. Somewhat not really allowed the game to flow in any kind of capacity. Chianese brings it down well, but just lost it behind him ever so slightly. Here come UNSW. There'll be another free kick. No, the referee says that was all fair and it'll be a throw to UNSW. Looks like James Leder had gotten there first and then he was cleaned up by Jack Fulton. He's still down, the captain. Well, left there by Nathan Roberts. He gets the ball across. There's players waiting for it. There's a hook shot taken by Thomas Quilligan, and he's not far away. And the first real flash of danger comes 30 minutes into the game, courtesy of his karate-style kick. And it only just goes a few inches over the crossbar. Very unlucky to not open the scoring. It would have been a great effort. Ball over here now to Cox Barlow, who does well to keep it in and tries to go around Wood, and then wins the corner there. Well, that was a 50-50 call. It doesn't look like many of the home players have much complaints about it. They're still asking as to why it was given. That's the man guilty of doing so, Liam Wood. He's not going to change the referee's mind now. And the Raiders get another set piece. Towards the back, there's players coming in, but Samusonga is safe. Then fired across towards the near post. To no avail. So again, Fernandez goes down under a challenge. This time, Claudio Fabiano guilty of giving it away, and he wasn't happy with the referee's call in the slightest. Here's Rag. He gets tripped again, and this is Fulton getting involved now. The referee's not happy with it, and he's going to have a word with the striker. And then there's an incident off the ball here. I didn't see what happened as I was checking out the defensive line via my binoculars, and the referees had a word, and there's a player down. It's like to be James Letter, the captain. It's Malfara who's down. A lot of arguments around elbows. The crowd's getting involved now. Fernandez has been sacked from free kick duties. Eventually, after all that hoo-ha, we're back underway. Free kick comes in. Headed away nicely. It's a nice layoff there by Cox Barlow. Rag picks it up, chips it towards the back post, but it's too heavy, and it would have been quite a scene if the Raiders had managed to score there, but they didn't. And UNSW survive. The header on is dealt with nicely by James Letter, and then the ball is fired forward into Cox Barlow again. Wood has work to do to keep him there. Tries to go round, the fullback does so nicely. Now has a shot, but just hit over the top of it and drilled it into the ground and made it much easier, the save for Samu Shonga. And there's calls here for fouls off the ball on Fulton. It's not called. That's a goal put forward into Fernandez, and he just can't bring it up. And this game is getting very fiery. Both sets of players are more worried about getting free kicks than they are actually scoring goals at the moment, and it's really affecting the quality thus far. Woods does some good tracking. And now Fulton does well to lay it off. And now Woods is down the touchline. Cox Barlow's unable to get back across. Ball's nicely weighted into the 18-yard box, but it was cut out by Captain James Letter, who's once again in the right spot. Oh, and it's very close at the back post. Woods just couldn't quite make it. Should be a corner here for UNSW. Quilliganks winning it on this occasion. UNSW potentially starting to get a bit more fire in the belly. It's taken them 40-odd minutes to do so. They could find themselves in front here by the set piece. Nathan Roberts to take. It's gone towards that back post. Again, an audacious bicycle kick was attempted by Fulton. And then there's a sliding challenge in there by Thomas Quilligan. And again, there's complaints from the SD Raiders around the velocity and viciousness of the tackle. The referee doesn't want a bar of it. Took a touch off Wood, and Samu Shonga does well to make sure it doesn't go out for a corner. Forward again to Samu Shonga. Is easily collected by the keeper. There's another disappointing attack forward by the SD Raiders comes to an end. Rag wins the header well. Fulton tries to play left winger down into that far corner. Sean Woods, who's switched sides here momentarily. It looks like they've kind of a bit of an attacking change up front. It looks like Nathan Roberts is playing more through the middle alongside Jack Fulton. Excuse me, Thomas Quilligan, and then Nathan Roberts has come out to the right-hand side in a swap with Sean Woods. Nice turn by Fernandez. Brought down brilliantly by Marsic. And going towards Noah Chiesa. He couldn't read the flight of the ball. And he goes again all the way back to the keeper. Well, picked up there by Fernandez, and then there's pushing and shoving there by Fabiano. He definitely pulled the shirt when he was trying to break away with the centre-half. He's somewhat fortuitous to not get a card himself. It'll just be a throw, though. Scrappy there from UNSW defensively, but they eventually get it away. Diagonal ball over to Rag is well weighted and well brought down. Coming back onto his right foot. Trying to find another ball forward, but defensively, the home side have been good dealing with the aerial threat. Well, which is a good interception there by Quilligan, but he almost loses out there. Excuse me, it was White. Ball forward again. It's well weighted. Noah Chiesa trying to find a way forward. The veteran not able to win the ball back. And now there's some open pasture here for Woods to break into. Only one to beat at this stage. Back inside here to Fulton. Lays it off nicely. Struck well. And a great save by Figuera. And that will be the last action for this first half. A moment that potentially the home side will live to regret. But had it not been for a wonderful save, they would be 1-0 up here. So that's not the case. They will go to the sheds with the spoils shared currently in what has been a fiery affair for mostly off-the-ball action rather than on-the-ball action. But there have been glimpses of the brilliance of these two sides, both obviously playing with relative nerves in such a high-stakes match. Looking forward to coming back in the second 45 to cover this one. It's all to play for here at the Village. We'll come back to you very shortly.
wouldn't be happy.
one time they wanted me to go down to like Campbelltown race beaches, and I was like, I told them, I'm like, I'm not doing that. It's not worth I'll lose money. I got out of that one too.
Well, they say no one lives there.
Oh yeah, they can't find anyone, can they?
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough. I do.
Maybe they're just too good. They have to.
That's you're too kind.
That's the way I see it.
Too kind. I haven't done it in a while. It's my first game in months.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had a busy like April, May.
Well, that's good.
A lot of things on, and I didn't give him my like availability for the month, so I just totally forgot. And then I was like, oh yeah, I'm free in June. He goes, oh, I've already done the roster, but you've got time for July. I've got like 2 games to do next week, the week after that, and then another one. So I've got like 3 or 4 this month alone, so busy there. That'll be good. Pick up a few more. But you know, I have a full-time job as well, so this is all just
On the side?
Yeah.
So what do you,
I work for a software company. I just like
coding?
No, I sell.
Nice. How you find it?
I mean, like every job, right? Basic bills, right?
Yeah.
Just I sort of fell into it a few years ago
Okay.
by chance. I used to work in this world. Actually, used to like work for sports and stuff. And I doing the digital content stuff. And I just got bored of it. I was like, I hate these two shit. I don't know why. If I was a big media person, then it would make sense. But I just wanted to commentate the game. That's all I wanted to do. Didn't want to do anything after. I go call the game. And I fell into what I do now. And just sort of worked my way up. So, yeah, it's good. It pays you good money. And like if I, you know, the money I make doing that versus doing like sports media.
Yeah, okay.
I was working at the South Sydney Rabbitohs. I did that for a year after adding money. And now I like get paid like 4 times an hour. Yeah, it's crazy.
Progress.
You know, it's like that's with commissions and stuff. But it's like
But you have to put the hours in.
yeah, but the point is that you need to, that's your whole job is to make commissions. So if you work to do it, you know.
You don't just do it because it's nice to make money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I do. I like literally just played 90 minutes of football. I had a big night out yesterday. I played 90 minutes of football. I'm like, on the weekend, I played left back. I'm like, my legs were gone. Like, with the football. Yeah, pretty much. Maybe it's on. I took play this one. The Adrian's obviously over. That's it. game makes sense, but I never lived out. Wanderers weren't around when I did it. I do love the Wanderers. My Premier League team is Aston Villa. I do have family there, but they're always Brom supporters. But they what am I calling it? When I support United, everyone supports David Beckham. And I got bored of them winning all the time. So I was younger, I took that and then we moved to Australia. When I came back, like, the high school, all my mates were into football. And they're like, oh, you should support a team. Don't pick like a top 14. And at the time, Aston Villa were like, Ashley Young and Stuart Downing, Cappy Conlahore and stuff like that. You know, well, I don't know, they were like such a good team. Like, it was such a throwback team. And then, And then, I just went, I wrote to Villa then. And they just got relegated. And then I just kept following them, and then 4 weeks now, and I'm like, oh, what more? This is good. So, anyway, so I won't review it for the moment. Just tell my partner, here's some food. You do what you want, I'm going to have a tomato switch it. Like not an influencer, fitness influencer, but kind of influencer. Like become a spin instructor. So now this is in the family, really specialised. I was in the family session. So it's nice. It's really fun. Really laugh, but I'm not because I but my need. Oh, it's a goal. Good to have you back here on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel for Match of the Day for Football New South Wales League 1 action between UNSW and the Southern District Raiders. It's third versus fourth, and it's the second half from the Village getting underway with both sides locked in a stalemate. 45 minutes of hard and fast action hasn't resulted in much goal-muff action. A couple of opportunities have fallen the way of a couple of UNSW players, but it hasn't found the ball being in the back of the net, which means that we've got 45 minutes here for either side to make a difference. It's going down a path that potentially maybe just the one goal will do it. But there's going to be some quality needed to unlock what has been pretty stout defending from both sides so far. UNSW have the ball forward. This is their first foray. Stinked in. Falls kindly and brought down nicely there by Roberts, but then Fulton gives it away, and now the Raiders look to counter. It's a long ball forward. Fernandez just keeps it in. drilled across. There's no one in a green shirt waiting for it. Here comes to Kianese, who will open it up and have a go. Oh, and it's a brilliant save by Shamusonga. Called into action once again. Forcing yet, though, another corner. But good to see that inside the opening 90 seconds, we've had a shot on target. It took 30 minutes before that happened in the first half. Can they capitalise again from a corner? Whipped in towards the back post. It's nicely weighted. Shamusonga gets a hand to it. Comes out again for a shot from Lachlan Everett. But it was blocked the first time, and then another one was blocked. Here's Fernandez now. Crosses it towards the back post. It's not a very effective clearance, and it's shot nicely by Marsic down low, and Shamusonga springs to action once again. Make that 2 shots inside the first 2.5 minutes. That's a nicely weighted cross, but it's well met there defensively. Malfara lost his footing momentarily. Fernandez drills across. It's left nicely. Trying to find an opening as Chiese, but he couldn't quite keep it down. And he sees his shot go over the bar, but that was a flurry of opportunities for the away side, which haven't been taken, but they'll be buoyed by the fact that they've created so much so early on in this second half. Played wide here to Roberts as the tussling in the middle falls in the favour of the home side. Important tackle and a shot there by Quilliganks, but after an initial bobble, Figueira makes a good save. Is Everett taking it wide towards Rag, goes back to Everett, now goes into the box towards Chiese on a double bubble, and then a shot by Marsic somehow doesn't go in. Fans are on their feet expecting that to be the opening goal. Shamusonga made himself big enough to put him off. It did fall slightly awkwardly to defend the Raiders swinger for his blushes, but it's one in a game that's had chances few and far between that he would have wanted to take. Oh, and Shamusonga all makes a horrendous error under the pressure of Fernandez. He was too slow to clear that away. He's fortunate that the ball didn't go towards his goal. Fulton gets the header on. A back by Woods. Referee doesn't give the free kick on this occasion. Raiders try to play out from the back, but they're pressured well. Oh, that's a lovely flick on, which Cox Barlow tries to keep in. Some scrambling here. Nice footwork, and now a shot at the near post is saved well by Shami Shonga. Southern District Raiders getting closer and closer, and this will be a free kick. Now Farah brought down by Fulton. Referee not looking to brandish any cards. Long-range free kick is attempted. And it is not particularly close. It required a lot of brilliance to beat Shami Shonga from there. Yet to get into the game in this second half so far, the home side. It's been all the Raiders thus far. They've run harder and they've pressed harder. But this is nice from them, playing out of the back. Roberts brings this down nicely. Tries to dig it towards the back post, headed towards the far post by, looked to be Fulton, but didn't have the power on it to beat Figueira in goals. But that was much better from the home side. Referee lets that one go, and there's a chance now for a counter. They weren't on the same wavelength there. UNSW players. And that's the unfortunate slip because Marsic was open. Game's starting to open up a bit. Fulton almost finding a way through the woods. Well cut out there by number 3. Well, now there's a bit of pushing and shoving again. Handbacks at 10 paces. Chance there, and it's Shami Shonga who again has to make a good save. He did fumble it momentarily. Goes long up to Quilligan, who loses that to let up. The ball breaks finally here to Fernandez. Looking for options. Gets it wide to Marsic with a cross that's far too heavy. It's nice work there by Woods. And Fulton flicks it over, and that's a nice touch there by Quilligan. Trying to get the ball across towards the back post. Can it break kindly for anybody in a yellow shirt? It's Roberts! The referee calls a free kick. Anticlimactic in the end. They're coming together. We all know that keepers are protected species. But I think on this occasion, it was probably the right call from the referee. Go down with a head injury, holding your head. The referee has no choice but to blow the whistle in this day and age of sport. Finally, UNSW come to life in this second half, just shy of the hour mark. Here's Chiesa. Whips it in towards the penalty spot. They weren't there. His teammates to get on the end of it. Here's Marsic. Fabiano plays it forward to Fulton. Now lays it off towards Woods. Getting forward and keeping it in. Trying to get the better of Rag, but he steps up and wins the ball and strides forward. Plays a nice ball towards. Looked to be there Cox Barlow, but oh, that's a nice turn there by Quilligan. Finds Fulton wide again now to Roberts. Roberts dinks it down the back to his Vinci towards the line, dinks it towards the back post, open header, and somehow it's not gone in. If only Thomas Quilligan was an inch taller, he was surely going to score there. And now the counter's on. Southern District Raiders with Fernandez, and his pass into the middle to find Chiesa is not good enough. And he'll just watch it go out for a throw in the end as we get a substitution here for the away side. Or perhaps the pause is first for an injury for the home side. The player down. Figure who that might be there. Looks to be Sean Woods who's down. Going to be a change as well for the home side eventually. Not sure what the hold-up for is here. Fourth official is... I mean, I don't believe in this day and age we're checking the cards, but the substitution was made for the Southern District Raiders. It's hoisted towards the back post, but Sammy Shonga collects it easily. The substitution, by the way, Luka Nezovic is on, replacing Riley Cox-Barlow. There was actually a double change, it looks like, as Yuto Sugura was also been brought on. It looks like Fernandez has come off in as a replacement there as well for the Raiders. There's also a change for the home side as well. It happened so fast. Let's see who came on and off. That's a poor giveaway there by Roberts, and now Marsic looks to break. Nezovic with a lovely turn and go. Hannigan does well. Everett falls over, and now the Raiders look to counter. Excuse me, UNSW look to counter. With Roberts now down the left-hand side. Can't go around Hannigan on that occasion, though. It's probably Sean Woods who came off because he was injured prior. Hannigan does well to get himself out of trouble. And now Malfara will break away. Nezovic finding Sugira is brought down, and there's another free kick for the Raiders, which has been given away probably in the same spot. Probably more than I can count. Just there on that left-hand side, about 10 yards short of the 18-yard box. It was number 19 who came on. Gil Duffy is the replacement for Sean Woods. See him now. Balls it towards the back post. There's players there waiting for it. Falls kindly for a substitute in Nezovic, who's been heavily involved since coming on. He's drilled it right into the bushes behind the goal. Good luck finding that. We'll need a spare ball, but momentarily they'll have time to find it because there is a player down for UNSW. It looks to be, I think it's Joshua White, or Joseph White there, sorry. On comes the trainer, holding his back. And with about 25 minutes to go, still anyone's game. 0-0 if you're just joining us. So away games for both of these sides next week. With UNSW travelling over to Rydalmere to take on the Lions. That's at 5 o'clock on Saturday. And at the same time, oh, excuse me, sorry, the Raiders do have a home game, my apologies. The Raiders have a home game at the same time at 5 o'clock where they will be hosting Bonnyrigg. White is still down here, which isn't good to see. Doesn't look like there's any changes being ready by the UNSW bench either. He's up now, which is good to see. Shamu Shonga gets us back underway. Just hoisted along. Trugero couldn't keep it in, so it'll be a throw for the home side. That'll be a free kick. Oh, that's a poor giveaway, and now Nezovic can break down the line. Gets it back into Shiguro, who tries a audacious back heel, which doesn't come off. Again, the ball that was meant to be cleared away wasn't particularly strong by the UNSW defence, but they've managed to escape momentarily. And again, the ball breaks kindly for them, and they're allowed to break forward. Here's Roberts now out on the left-hand side. Got players in front of him. Plays it back through the middle. Tries to find Fulton, but can't do so. Kevin Lopez has also come on as well, in amongst those quick changes. His touch just a little stiff after just coming off the bench. Was a little heavy, so they're fortunate. The Raiders that it didn't go through to Shamu Shonga, but it eventually did. White plays it forward to Vinci. It's Gulliganks. That's a nice ball into Fulton. Now goes wide toward Lopez. Lopez tries to get it back to Fulton. This is out on that occasion. Here's Gulliganks. Thinking ball towards Vinci. Brings it down well. Does really well. Gets it back across. Surely someone in the box for the UNSW. Not on this occasion. Raised, placed well defensively. They bring it forward again. It's Quilligan. Nicely weighted ball, but defended equally excellently again by the Raiders. Nezovic can't break away. And the Raiders pinch the ball back, and then a free kick is given, and that'll be a yellow card for Corby Fowler. And it looks like Joshua White is going to have to be subbed here. He's down again on his backside. Two changes are coming on for UNSW as well. Might even be three changes coming on. There is. Kevin Lopez had come on before. On comes Kai Kamikura at left back. And the final change is going to be, once we see him, it's looking like it's probably going to be Jordan Morphetus or Mitchell Mattison perhaps there that's coming on, obviously for Joshua White, who's being subbed off. So Joseph White has left the field alongside Emilio Vinci Looks maybe like Jack Fulton as well. And Makura wins the ball. We go route one over the top here. Sean Woods is still on the field, actually. And that'll be a corner for UNSW. Still plenty of time here at the Village. The sting in the Raiders' sail has somewhat dropped in the latter half of this second half. Came out firing, but weren't able to get past Shamu Shonga in goals. It's allowed UNSW to get back into it. Here comes that corner now. It's cleared away by the SD Raiders defence. And actually worked out for them because they ended up receiving the goal kick. Good run there from Malfarah. That's going to be a yellow card, surely you would think, for Gulaganks. Referee says no. Doesn't keep his cards away. So the midfielder is somewhat fortuitous because that was one of the most obvious shirt pulls I've ever seen. Referee keeping his cards away, which is good to see though. He's done a very good job of keeping this game under wraps. It's been rather fiery. It's sort of died down a little bit in this second half, but he's done a great job of keeping it under wraps. Can we finally see a goal from this set piece? Comes all the way forward towards the Raiders attacking players, but it doesn't warrant any kind of shot. UNSW defend it nicely. Lopez's ball doesn't go the way that he wants it now. The Raiders look to attack as Chiesa just breaks a few legs of Chiesa. That's a good ball across. Maricic is there, but he can't get enough of it. Boot on the ball. This could fall kindly to Lopez. Woods couldn't get to the ball. The referee will give a free kick here as Rag was just a little bit too overzealous in the challenge on Roberts. He's been a real wind-up merchant today. He's been right in it when it comes to the on-field barbs. He's been slinging towards the away side's players. Can he now set up a goal? Oh, this is a chance now for Lopez, and he just can't get his foot on it. And it's a corner. It's well defended in the end by the Raiders as they scramble away. Corner comes in towards that back post. It's the front post in the end, and it was dealt with nicely. The Raiders just clear away. Fowler goes backwards. First touch there for Madison. Shonga goes long and finds Quilligan. He does well to keep it in, but then passes it to an opposite teammate. He's managed to win the ball back, though. Ball falls kindly for Chiesa. He can't then find the diagonal ball forward to Marzic or Seguria. He's fouling now. Fowler to Lopez, back to Fowler. UNSW doing well to string a few passes together. Ball comes in now, Lopez brings it down. The referee brings the play to an end as there's a free kick given as Lachlan McGrath goes to ground under the tackle. Here's Hannigan now in acres of space. Tries to find Sugira, but pass was cut out. Woods will be adjudged to have made a foul there on Cooper Hannigan. And eventually we get underway with the free kick after all those happy little hugs we had in the middle there between the players. Speed down the sideline here. Shown by Rag, but he couldn't quite keep the ball in. 10 minutes remaining here at the Village. Still 0-0 between UNSW and the Southern District Raiders. It's been a very cagey affair. It's been flashes of brilliance, but not much to harp on about. The game is delicately poised for a late winner. Here's Chiesa trying to get down the outside and does so, and then gets brought down. What's the call here? Mario Fabiano is the judge to have fouled Noah Kienetze. The yellow card is shown right on the edge of the 18-yard box. Whipped it towards the near post, and it was a needed header from Fabiano to send the ball away. It almost could have also gone in his own net. Some more pushing and shoving that the referee has to deal with. Now Farah puts the ball in. Fabiano with a wonderful looking diving header. Oh, and Lopez steals out. And he's caught that well. That's got to be a red card for Figueira. Well, what drama here in the final 10 minutes at the Village. An absolute calamitous mistake by Michael Figueira. What could have been a really good opportunity for the away side has the home side in raptures. They have somehow, the home side found a way to play the remaining few minutes with an extra player. Michael Figueira catching the ball well outside his 18-yard box. It was a poor clearance away by his centre-half combo, which was closed down there by Kevin Lopez, who put the pressure on and completely losing his bearings. The goalkeeper has caught it well out of the 18-yard box. And the referee has had no choice but to brandish the red card for a blatant stopping of play with the use of a hand. So now the substitution is going to be made here for SD. Andrew Parkin is going to come on, the reserve goalkeeper. They'll send another person off. I'm not sure who they've chosen yet. I think they've chosen Noah Kianadze there now. They're obviously going to have to go into damage control here, the Raiders, and sit back and hold on for the remaining 6 minutes that's left. Of course, now this stoppage, it's going to be added on at the end as well. But what a wonderful opportunity for UNSW to try and steal 3 points here. On the balance of play, one might say that they haven't probably been the better of these two sides, but they do find themselves now in the box seat to do that, just that. Nathan Roberts standing over this one. Andrew Parkin, his first big job to do is to make sure this doesn't go in the back of the net. Not a lot of room to work with to get this up and down. The stage is set. You can hear a pin drop here at the Village. Referee taking his time. Nathan Roberts has a go, and does it! Just like that! Nathan Roberts with an absolute pearler to send the home crowd into raptures and most likely steal 3 points here at home. The Village at Uni of New South Wales. Truly remarkable scenes here on Match of the Day for the Football New South Wales League One competition. It's been cagey, it's been tight, it's been ferocious. And I did say earlier it was going to take a moment of brilliance, or quite perhaps a moment of sheer anarchy, to see these two sides break the deadlock. And it has come via the set piece, which we've had plenty of in this game too. Nathan Roberts bending it like Beckham and putting his side 1-0 up over the Southern District Raiders with just 3 minutes of normal time to play. What can the away side do to respond? Ball is just hoofed away from danger by Kamikura. You would suspect that they probably won't throw the kitchen sink at their opponents now, the home side. That is a bad tackle there, though, by Nathan Roberts. That's going to be a yellow card for sure. And that is needless after scoring a brilliant goal, giving this Southern District Raiders chance the opportunity to just put the ball in the box. He didn't need to do it. And this is the sort of pressure that they didn't want to invite on themselves so late in the game. Malfarra will take the free kick. Ball's hoosted towards that penalty spot. Eventually the Raiders manage to deal with it. Hannigan has a crack at it. Falls kindly for Segura, but he slips at the final moment. But a telling touch from the defence sees it out for a corner. Danger not over yet here for UNSW. Another corner here for the Raiders. They've had plenty of them today. Whipped it all the way towards the back post. There was no one there, and Samu Shonga just had to play at it. He got no call to say there was an opportunity to just catch it or let it go. Some nerviness there by the UNSW players. Nezovic stands over it, puts it again towards the back post. A few players right forward, and it's struck really well by Malfarra. This will go out for another corner. That would have been a goal and a half had it not taken a deflection off a yellow shirt. Another corner. Goes towards the near post this time. Marsic just tries to hold it up. And a free kick is given. More Fetus, who's come on moments again. Now, of course, now at full time in terms of the 90 minutes, there will be some time added on because of the moments we've had regarding injuries and send-offs. Shamushonga plays it clear. Quilligan heads it away from danger further. Here's Marsic now. Kamakura does well. Oh, that is a bad tackle there from Quilligan. Didn't need to go in like that. Marsic isn't happy with the treatment. Now he's going to stay down, and now we're going to have more throwings of hands and bars, and now Fabiano's lost his cool completely. He's just necked a couple of players. He's going to probably see red, you would think, for that. And what is the referee going to do here? There is a lot of admin going on right now. I think most of these fans don't want to see this. Just when you thought the full-time whistle was going to be blown, we now have to have added time added on again. So what will the referee adjudicate here? The tackle from Thomas Quilligan was not good. It certainly was a yellow card. There's a send-off here for Marsic for his reaction to the tackle. So there's a second red card for the Southern District Raiders. Claudio Fabiano is already on a yellow card, so how's he going to escape punishment here? I don't know what's happened to Thomas Quilligan. He's just going to get subbed off. I think he got the yellow card. Claudio Fabiano is going to escape any kind of punishment, which is interesting too. The referee, to his credit, didn't see that, and the official, the lines person, is not taking any action either. So UNSW get themselves a little favour there. One last roll of the dice as Parkins just sends it long towards the 18-yard box. Lopez will chase this down. Hannigan will get there first, though. And he'll just run out of play, and then the ball's thrown away by a UNSW substitute. And now I think they're going to see a yellow card now for throwing the ball away. Not too sure which player that was. Another player gets booked. Raiders just trying to find a way out of trouble. Can they do that now? Here's Everett. And it'll be a free kick here for the UNSW side. Free kick now to be taken. There can't be long left. They just play it into the corner. And it'll be another free kick in terms of time wasting available for the home side now that they've won. Now there's more falling over. Now they're going to drag him off the sideline, and then there's going to be more pushing and shoving. I think at this point the referee should just blow full time because it's gotten out of hand. It really has. Players have completely lost their heads. It's been boiling to this point, and it has finally exploded. It all came to a head after the sending off of Michael Figueira, which, of course, was a legitimate send-off. But then the goal as well made it even more spicy. This should be the final kick on. That's a terrible clearance from Parkin, and luckily Hannigan was able to keep it in. So they try again now. And there's the full-time whistle finally. UNSW hold their nerve in the last 2 minutes to claim an important 3 points here at the Village against table rivals, the Southern District Raiders. It was a tight, cagey affair with really not a lot of action to speak of. But football's a funny game. You only need one moment to make a storyline, and that came via one of the most absurd send-offs you'll see this season. Michael Figueira catching the ball well outside his 18-yard box, and then a free kick that ensued from that play being slotted away by Nathan Roberts for a 1-0 win for the home side, and to claim, as I mentioned, a very important 3 points. They'll go home the happier of the two, bruised and battered, but still 3 points in the bag. It's been a pleasure calling this one for you. My name's Tom Rizzuto. Enjoy your weekend of football, and we'll see you next time here on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel.